What's good, y'all? It's the Cursed Prophet back with another video, and happy almost Halloween. I don't want to make this about race, but I'm gonna say something that might be a little prejudiced. But it seems like every year in my little group, because I told you, and I call it a coven, but usually in like black paths, black occult groups, we don't call them covens, but I'll call it a coven for lack of better words. In my coven, usually when I have the white folk that are a part of my coven come, I actually get shit done as far as Halloween. I've not missed a year since I've had a little coven. But now that I've got more black folk in it, I've not got anything done. I just finally changed my Bovida water. That's not really a Bovida, but my spiritual water and my glasses for my energies. They just been kind of sitting stagnant, and thankfully, I am very consistent. Once a week, couple times a week, clean the altar, changing it out, fresh candles all the time. But I think I sometimes can get by. But it was killing me, and I know tomorrow's All Hallows Eve. I didn't even really clean the altar. It's not dirty, but it's time for a dust down and change the cloth, and it's just certain things you do. Just like even if you haven't been sleeping in your bed and you're gone for a month, you might come home, or you might sleep another week in that bed, and it's time to throw it in the washer. But I'm not even doing anything. I'm gonna have to like, if nothing else, something for the ancestors tomorrow. But it seems like I'm never prepared. And somebody in my group had just bought me a badass like witchy hall box with all sorts of jars and crystals and herbs, um different strings for necklaces and money jar, just all sorts of shit. Like, it was really cool, and for this time, it'd be good to start some new like winter work. But I don't even know what I was gonna come and record because my phone. You guys remember back when I used to record and the mic was all fucked up. It was doing that again, so I had a couple of videos I had recorded, but they weren't going through the right way. And I had a badass video, and I mean, I had did it the professional way, like I was supposed to. I had all my numbers, I had my background, I had it connected to the computer while I was showing you pictures, and of course, that dream was taken away by technology. But it's all good. I think you guys can hear me tonight. So let me go off the head and to see if there's anything off the top of my head I feel like I should talk about. Any deaths, anything funny. It's a lot of stuff going on. I guess we could talk about Kanye West. I really don't know what to say about Kanye West. But I can say if we want to look for his female twin, that would be Azalea Banks. The only thing I guess that worked out for Kanye West was is that he didn't really start acting really crazy until after he had gotten a lot of his accolades and fame. So thank God, because Azalea Banks never made it to that level where she was able to actually like live in the limelight and be an A-list star, because she could be one of those A-list stars, or she could be an A-list star right now who was really big for maybe like a couple years, and then they just couldn't do it anymore, and then she could be sitting back on her island. Like, I don't think she's broke at all, and I think she has a lot of different avenues of income, and I think Azalea Banks has got some hustles that we don't even know about. And we also know she practices Palo, and me coming from Palo, Mayambe, I know that she knows how to do a nice money spell. She's a powerful ass witch. I think even if she wasn't in Palo, Azalea Banks came in here with some crazy heavy witchy power, and the fact that she's a Gemini, I believe that she probably understands the craft and the cultism in a whole different way. She's somebody brain I would like to have in my pod. Not even the brain, the skull, fingers, hair. I would love. I'm not even gonna front. Like, if I was into like stealing people energies and shit, she's somebody I would love to. And if somebody I like kind of envied as a witch, it'd be Azalea Banks. And she don't even really show us much, but she shows me enough. I just know it in my heart. Um, I don't know what to say about Kanye West, because I know Kanye West had a method to his madness, and I know it went left. It probably went way more left than what he expected, and now he's probably in some more shit. But when he initially came out, I think there was a method, and I don't know what it was. But the whole White Lives Matter, there was something behind it. And I feel like Kanye West was trying to convey to you, like, this organization is on bullshit, and they're, in a sense, it's already like an all lives matter thing. Like, this has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. It has nothing to do with white lives matter. They're on bullshit. They have stolen everybody's money who was advocating and protesting, and people who were donating money to this organization, and they've hoodwinked us. And I think with these, I'm trying to think because I don't know how to convey it because it's very hard. But I really think that Kanye West was trying to convey to us. I feel like he was trying to really show us the real and show you like what you think you're standing for with this organization is not at all. And since they're on bullshit, we might as well just come out and make a shirt with White Lives Matter because they're on such bullshit and it's such a lie. And not even just the money, just like I think he was trying to bring us some truth, and it was a little vulgar. And yeah, but he had a method. Now the rest of the stuff, we're talking about the Jews and stuff. And who cares? You know how like you have that cousin or that uncle. You know when we get through the gatherings for the family, you already know they're gonna trip, or you got that grandpa, and they say, just don't mind him. I know y'all gonna argue tonight, but kind of brush him off. You know he's gonna get drunk and he's gonna smack your ass, or he's gonna talk shit, or if you're gay, he's gonna pick on you and call you all types of faggots. Like it's for 4 or 5 hours, baby. Get you some alcohol. Please don't talk it back to him because it's just gonna stir it up more, and you're gonna ruin everybody's good time. Just suck it up. We'll go home. And I feel like Kanye West should be like it. I feel like the only real reason why we're seeing them take away certain things from him is they're trying to nigger him. That's what it is. They're trying to slave master, and you've gotten out of pocket, and now we've got to whip your ass in front of the rest of the slaves. You've got to call everybody on the plantation and show them you tried to escape. You this morning when I told you to go get me an extra thing of sugar for my tea, you wanted to be on bullshit because maybe you were having a bad day. You talk shit, and now I'm finna whip your ass in front of your mama, your daddy, um, um, Master Johnson's plantation. They're coming over. They're coming over from over here. My whole family's gonna watch. We're whipping your ass today. It's just giving me that. And Kanye West really dropped the ball with this because right before this all really took off and we've got where we were like a couple weeks ago, we were on the Kardashian thing with him, and I feel like people were really starting to now like we all know what's been up with the Kardashians, but I felt like more people were speaking, and it was like it was hitting you. It was it was being received the right way, and I felt like we were on this bandwagon and maybe possibly getting rid of these bitches. I mean, we'll never really get rid of them, and now that they're breeding even more, and they're breeding beautiful little babies. So we're gonna have more Kardashians, and we already know with Kim's kids, at least with North, she's already falling in line, and she's probably gonna be a very successful star. I already see it. They're grooming her, and but Kanye West could have been in a good place, and I think he was about to have some real celebrities coming out backing him up, and you fucked up again. Maybe it's some witchcraft they did, and I want to say this to the whole thing with that Kardashian story, you guys. It's on bullshit. Like, get off of it. Anybody go out there and make no fucking pact with them ladies. It's something sinister to happen with them, but this happened while they were living. And that's just what it comes down to. I don't know if they suck really good dick. I don't know if like undercover they're responsible for a lot of Hollywood deaths or sacrifices or something like that, and they've shed a lot of blood for people. Or like I said, I don't know if they're like bomb ass escorts, which we know allegedly everybody in Hollywood really is an escort. They really don't make money from their chosen career path or what we think they're doing. Um, and if they do, it's very few of them who are actually getting the money that they deserve for their talent, but there's not really any talent anyway anymore. So this will only really apply to the old heads who are still living, who have not been killed, allegedly, suicided. You know. So that's a whole mess. I don't know what more we can do with Kanye West. But now I know it's a Gemini thing. It's a Gemini thing, and it's a Gemini thing when they're in power, and they have a little bit of power. And somebody was saying something. They found it funny that P Diddy just became a billionaire after Kanye West allegedly now was not a billionaire anymore. And it probably is funny. And maybe P Diddy is doing something behind the scenes. I don't know if they've got some type of beef or something because like, unless you guys talk about Kanye West, I don't think about the nigga. But I want him to win so bad because I'm that guy. Like I'm that guy who would go on the other side of the fence when there's too many people on the other side just to prove a point. I guess kind of like Robert Kardashian, how probably a lot of people didn't want to represent OJ. Like I'm that dude who goes ahead and does it just because, and I'm like I'm gonna get you off just to prove a point. And I kind of sucks because somebody did get killed and somebody died with the OJ Simpson case, and I know there's a family that's hurting, but I'm that guy. I had an incident with earlier with my coven members, and we were talking about that, and we were debating, and I jumped to the other side that I didn't even believe in just to prove a point. And some people may say, "Well, that's whack. Like, why would you do that?" Because that's the Aries in me, the hard headedness, the warrior. You know, and that's why I'd be a good lawyer because I can see it from all angles and all sides, and I can step in that and really make myself believe like what I'm doing for you is right, you know, and it's justifiable. And it's a lot. It's a whole lot with Kanye West, and like I said, I'm not even gonna act like I know what the fuck is going on with him. It's definitely above my pay grade. This is giving me definitely like the elders, like an elder spiritual talk. Like if it's something that he needs to do a cleanse or rewire his brain, or he's been mounted with the wrong spirit, or they're mind controlling him or something. This is definitely like some hardcore. You need some Palo, a little Santeria, a little hoodoo, a little some Christianity. You need to go in the water. You need to walk through some fire. You need to get in the fucking plane and drive through some air. You need to be buried back into the ground. Like, you know, it's just it's way above me. I couldn't. If I was a spiritualist, I would just tap out now. Like, I don't know what to do for you. You know, I don't know if this is a karmic thing, if this is supposed to happen, if it's divine, or if he really is just digging his own grave. But a lot of people are like, you think you can come back from it? Where you, I mean, you can come back from anything, really, if that's what you want to do and you know what you're doing. But and you can tell he's starting to feel it now. I think Kanye West always does this, and he wants to prove not really to us, but to the big people who have money like him that like he can run his mouth like one of those white men, kind of like how Cosby with the whole was CNN or whatever they said that he tried to buy, and people think really that's why they came out with all the accusations and the whole molestation charges and the R word, the you know, him touching people and stuff. Um, but I don't think Cosby walked in there and he was like, "I'm buying sin and I'm Bill Cosby and I've got the money." I think Cosby definitely was just like a regular old nigga who was well known, and he had the money. He tried to buy it, and you know the white man wasn't feeling it, and he caught stuff behind the scenes and whatever. I think it was heard not seen, you know. But he knew what he did. Or I mean, maybe he was cocky and he did walk in there like that, especially after seeing him on trial and kind of how he acts. But you know, but Kanye West is giving me like that vibe though. Like Kanye West is giving me like he kind of like the whole thing with Beyond with Jay Z. Like that was the only reason why I think he really wanted to be friends with Jay Z. But I feel like he you know, it was social climbing. It was a power thing, and he I feel like he wants to call like he wants to be like a little mini Jay Z, or he wants to be like a little mini president. Like he wants to be able to step out and be like, I said what I said, or tear this building down. I'm Kanye West, and it never goes that way for him. And then I feel like he's trying to be abstract with the clothes, with the musty look, the sweatshirt and the hair, and it's like, but it's not giving. It's a certain way you do it, and there's a certain not caring with it, and you don't know how to do it the right way. It's also giving me like Mark Zuckerberg or like the old scientist. What was the who was that girl? The one who made the Theranos, and she had lied and she got all that money and all them grants, and she said she could like make lab testing or blood testing like it was it was called Theranos. You guys look at the story. I think it's like Elizabeth something, but I think she was obsessed with like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. It was, and I think Steve Jobs, like if I'm correct, has like a closet just like full of like black shirts and black pants, and she started doing it too. And that's what Kanye West is giving me. Like he's giving me like that the whole like I'm super duper rich, but because I'm a genius and I need to be abstract and different, I'm gonna walk around looking musty as fuck just because. See, I don't even know where I'm going with it, but I think you guys get the gist. You know, that's what he's trying to give, and it's not giving. It's giving like change your clothes. It's giving even if those are brand new and you wash and you actually smell good, you still look musty. It's giving it's not for you, Kanye. It's giving you're a dark skinned guy. You ain't all that cute. I had to put the color in there, but it's just not for you. And there's a way you could do it, and you could still do it with different outfits. Even if it was just like 5 for that 1 week, one for each day. But yeah, like I said, maybe it was the Kardashians, but the Kardashians aren't popping with the witchcraft like you think they are, you guys. And I've heard another psychic say this too. I really think that it's. I think what it really is they were just born under a lucky star, you guys. I think we want to sensationalize it so bad that it's this big cult and many years ago in Narnia. I don't know what's up with me in this Narnia thing, but in Narnia, Sister Kardashian made a deal with the voodoo goblin, and now we have met those Kardashians they made the deal for, and they'll always be rich. No, I think what it was is that um, they were already a part of the industry a little bit. Kim was smart; she played her cards right, and along with the Scorpio, who are some badass bitches, they manifested like a motherfucker. And I don't think any witchcraft was really going into it. I bet you they don't practice it all. I feel like I bet you we all think they do some hardcore witchcraft and they don't. They're the type to come out and tell you like, no, I know the Bible front and back. Like we're Christian. Like for real though. Not even lying because of course the celebrities aren't just gonna come out, yeah, we're an Illuminati, yeah, we're Freemasons, yeah, we're this and that. Like, nah, they're being legit. Like that's what it's given. Even now, when they used to say like the women suck up the men, and I'm like, I don't think it's that either. I don't think they're sucking up the men because those men want to be there, and they're always like, look how this one turned out. They always turn out weird after they leave, and I'm like, Kanye West did, but it's very adamant that this is gonna happen with Kanye West regardless. From what I hear, his life was way more divine than what we thought. It has been planned out for centuries. And with Caitlyn Jenner, you let Caitlyn Jenner tell it, she has been hiding this for years. So that didn't really break her down and change her into a woman because if you go back and watch, Chris was heartbroken. That wasn't no acting. I think they had searched and searched for the perfect story for the for keeping up with the Kardashians, and they actually got it, and it's not what they signed up for with that whole Caitlyn Jenner shit. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I'm not talking about the predictive programming with Family Guy and Bruce Jenner on the stage with the whole with the feathered boa snake and oh my god, 10 years before he did it happen. Nah, like they weren't prepared, and Chris kept it real. Now he it. I ain't gonna do that because I'm gay too. Caitlyn Jenner claims that he told Kris Jenner years ago. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. And Chris really just brushed it off. But I don't think Chris was very aware of what was going on as she was. And maybe she just thought, we're in Hollywood. I've got, a husband who kind of likes to swing, or maybe he likes a little cock. You had to say like the wife of cock. Cock. But I got my Newport, y'all. But what am I even say? I was just talking about the Kardashians. I don't know. I just don't know. But I really wish somebody would take them down. I really wish Khloe would go back to her old self. I don't give a fuck about the face and the change and all that, but Khloe's part of that personality was the shit. I liked it better when she was the outcast. I know that sucks to be outcast in your family, but I liked it better than when she was keeping it a bean. Like I don't know what Chris did with her. Chris obviously, I guess one day was finally honest with Khloe, whatever question she's at. I think she kept it real with her, and that's why now Khloe has a respect for her. But and really we can hate, but I feel like they're Kylie and Kendall, I feel like they're not snooty. I feel like if we went to go hang out with them, they would hang out with us like regular folk. That's what's crazy. Especially I'm trying to make sure the right Kylie. She a Leo. I bet you she's like a regular girl. Even Chloe, though, I feel like Chloe's the girl who acts all funny, but Chloe's the girl who would come by and get a pork chop. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like that was my home girl. I'd be like, girl, we about to stop by mom's in Virginia and grab us a little pork chop before we go back to Beverly Hills. What do they call that area? Is it not Casablanca? What is it called? Calabasas. Calabasas. Eleganza, extravaganza, Calabasas. But um damn, I'm mad I can't like share my screen or like I have to get out of the video completely to go look on YouTube so I can see if there's any like I know it's a bunch of shit I need to talk about. Let's see what else has really happened. Maybe we need to talk about. Oh, I didn't find it. I didn't find it weird at all that Chloe for Halloween dressed up as Storm. I always knew. I think that Chloe is under the energy of Oya. I definitely think she's a child of Oya. I think a lot of Cancer people are, but it's not shocking me. She gives me the Medusa energy too. Um, I just want to say that, but if we were to do a reading on her, like an Orisha reading, she's giving me Oya, so I think it's very interesting that she keeps connecting with that energy, and I think they're trying to mount her with like the Oya stormish energy, which I think actually would be a good energy with her, as long as they do it right though, which they're not going to because it's Hollywood, but what I know so much more is happening. See, you can't even think about anything else because they're just like they're overflowing us with Kanye West. Like and nobody cares. Like who cares anymore? Um. Oh, in other words, I didn't read the story or really get what the details. But what's going on with Nancy Pelosi and her husband? What they say? Somebody came in and whipped his ass with a hammer or beat his ass with a hammer, tried to beat him to death. Is this a stunt? Is this to try to get another bill passed for like gun rights or something weird? Nancy Pelosi is weird. Is it something like that? Maybe you guys can that was interesting. Is Nancy Pelosi trying to pull some old witchcraft tricks? You know the old grandma trick where you kill your husband and get all the money. Is it one of them? Regardless of it, the ancestors say the story is corrupt and there's a method to the madness. Um, and I'm gonna stick with that. I think Nancy Pelosi has got something written up that she was trying to get past, or she's trying to get past, and she did the ultimate sacrifice and said, "I'll sacrifice my husband for it." Okay. What's going on with that whole And I don't even know these people or what it's called, but we've all probably seen it in the shorts with that whole podcast with those black men to be in the barbershop, and I think one of them got a 20 is it 2.7 or 27? I think it was 2.7 million, and I think now motherfuckers is mad or something. I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but we've all seen these guys. They be talking about some real shit. Um, and I guess two of them, like maybe it was, I guess it was like a threesome, and like who actually started it. It's their podcast, and one of them gets signed on, and the other two for like the fuck, like, and the numbers are funny too, like 2.7. That's nine, or you could say 14.5. So the numbers tell you what it is with this whole podcast. So we know it's on ritual. It's on ritual, and really they need to more so watch they fucking back and make sure they don't end up in somebody alleyway dead soon. Cause he gonna pay for that money. He gonna pay the piper. Okay, we all know that he always comes to collect. And this nigga's made a deal. Um, huh. I must admit that my video really was just about Kanye West. I have to come back because I don't remember anything else, you guys. All right, you guys. I think I opened up with the Cursed Prophecy because I didn't think the video was gonna work. But I will always be the Cursed Prophet. But this is King of the Root back with another video, and I will see you guys soon.